We still can't see you here. Well,
I am
see you
on
over
here. Welcome. Welcome in. Edgar, thank you so much for the raid. We appreciate that here. Already in here nice and early. We appreciate that a lot. Welcome, guys, to another episode of Unfiltered Brew. Today, we have Jonathan here again with us. If y'all remember him, he was on here a few weeks back. Hope everyone's day is going well. Jonathan, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just a little bit tired
Just
of
a little
getting out of
tired.
work.
This guy,
But
yeah, this guy works hard.
yes, yeah.
This guy
But
works hard.
thanks.
You're
But,
welcome.
but we're doing fine. We're doing fine.
We're doing fine. Well, we got how does one get featured? Edgar, you literally just reach out to me in my DMs. It's about it. I don't have like a that is it. If you're interested, Edgar, you are more than welcome to join. Literally Instagram or Twitter, you can reach me on my DMs and then we can work something out. That is it. Guys, today we have exciting news for you today. Our main topic of discussion is love stories and video games. Like, do we need them? Yes or no? Kind of thing. It's going to be a great discussion, guys. MVP, thank you so much for coming in here today. How are we all doing? But first, I know that it was actually Jonathan's idea to talk about the summer releases, what we talked about last week. So I want to give him the floor now. If there's any games that you look forward to that are coming out this summer, what is it? And we want to hear about it.
Oh, I mean,
I mean, you
yeah,
were excited, right?
totally. Yeah. I'm really excited about some of the games that are coming out, specifically for Final Fantasy 16.
Uh-huh.
And because, as I told you in the in the previous
Right.
stream, right,
Huh?
that I'm very, like super weak about it,
Right.
and I love Final Fantasy, and even their bad ones, I still like them somehow.
Listen, that's how games are.
So
Even if they're bad, you stick around.
yeah,
'Cause you're
at
right.
least with that franchise, because
Yes.
I think like it's just part of me by now.
That's it. Really
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
No, seriously.
But
Yeah.
there are other games that, like most people are really into it, like Diablo 4
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, but of course, Zelda. That is
Yeah.
coming out like
That is coming out.
like tomorrow, right? I
Yeah, I
think it's
think
tomorrow.
so. Something like that. Yeah, I think it's this week, if not tomorrow.
So I think it's tomorrow,
Yeah.
and I really love Zelda games, but lately I haven't been up to date with Nintendo consoles, so I don't own a
Yeah.
Switch, yes,
I
yet.
don't either. Yeah, I don't either.
So for now, that one is gonna be on the backlog
Gotcha.
for me, even
Listen,
though I'm excited for it.
I'm with you. I'm not I used to be when there was nothing but the Nintendo, right? There was no other competition. There was like at its height. But for me,
Atari and Sega.
yes, literally, yeah. And then for me, I have that, but Super Nintendo was like my number one. I always talk about it. I think it was one of the best Nintendos ever made. And what's funny is when you like people talk about Zelda, I am not a Zelda fan, but I've noticed that people that are like really heavily into Super Mario are not that crazy about Zelda. And I feel like it's vice versa. I could be
Ooh,
wrong. It's just my take on it. That what I've noticed. Like I love Mario, right?
that's
But I
interesting though.
don't like Zelda. But I've never met someone that likes Zelda and like loves Mario. They can like it. But I've never seen someone that like love Super Mario. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Unless it's the hardcore Nintendo
Hardcore.
fan,
Yeah, exactly. Like
yeah,
exactly.
that
Edgar
they
likes
love
them both.
everything that Nintendo puts out.
Yeah,
Like
exactly. And they're just gonna be so yeah. See, you can like them both, right? There's people that like. I feel like there's like one hardcore like love, and then you can like the other. I feel like you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
equally
I
like
totally
them.
agree.
You know?
I agree. Yeah,
Oh,
yep. I totally agree.
right.
I used to love Mario
Yeah.
before, like until maybe
And
like the Wii,
until Zelda. See?
which but I always loved Zelda.
Okay, you did.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Link to the Past for me
Uh
from
huh.
the SNES from
Yes.
Super
Yeah.
Nintendo. Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
it's my favorite.
That is. See.
And after that, then it's gonna be like, obviously, I'm gonna sound like a basic bitch,
No,
but
you're
oh,
not.
oh, oh, Ocarina
You
of
are
Time.
not.
After that, after Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time. So
So there you go. Well, there you go. See, so you can't like them both, but hardcore love, gotta be one. You gotta ride for one. Um,
yeah, yeah, I
before
agree.
thank you, guys. Okay, we got 2 subs coming in. Josh, thank you for the 13 months. And of course, he writes something nice every time. Don't even worry about you not being here, Josh. We appreciate it. Just any kind of support. We love that. Edgar, thank you so much for using your Prime here. Enjoy those emotes. Thank you again, guys. We really appreciate it. What the hell? We really appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, I'm still not. I never have chosen anything from Zelda actually in Smash Brothers ever. I only choose
But
Mario character.
not.
Nah, Bowser is my choice because Bowser is like to me the one of the bed. Like he's just big. He gets in the fight. You know what I mean? But like I've never chosen a Zelda character because that's like I don't like it. And you know what? Another
Uh,
game I don't
mhm.
like was Castlevania. Do you remember that?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I
Who
don't
doesn't
like it.
remember
Yeah, who
Castlevania?
does? Well, people that are, young.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, Castlevania, like I have friends that are
Yeah.
super hardcore fans
Oh, really?
of
Okay, so they're like,
Castlevania. Yes, and I know a lot of Castlevania because of them.
okay,
Mostly because of them. M- More
okay.
than playing them myself.
Yeah,
Like
right.
I know about them because of them. So
Got you. Listen, I
yeah,
mean, yeah, I'm not. I hated Castle. I really did. I didn't like it at all. Like, if I had to choose, I would choose Zelda over that because I don't hate Zelda. I just don't like it. But I really don't like Castlevania. You're a big fan
I
of using
prefer Zelda.
salmon. Oh yeah, that's a
I
good
prefer
one.
Zelda over Castlevania,
Yeah, right.
uh, but Castlevania is really good though too. And haven't you played even like the most played for Castlevania? I think
Yeah.
it's the Symphony of the Night.
Do they still make
And
them? I don't think
well,
so. Right?
they started making Castlevanias not long ago for the PS3 era,
Oh, okay. So that's
and
not too
but they
long.
made like the 3D
Yeah.
versions of it
Okay.
that nobody nobody liked it
Yeah, because you can't
because
do
it was
that.
like God of War.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't make that game other than 2D. Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah,
So
you could.
people were mad about that,
Yeah.
and even though the story was kind of good, I guess, but people are used to the classic Castlevania stuff,
Yeah, don't ruin it.
so for people it's gonna be like ruined
Right.
most of the time.
See, I think my biggest problem, and I think one day we should talk about this, guys, is like Super Nintendo games. Oh, did I not change my title for stream? I definitely did not, did I? Thank you, Josh. I definitely saying that I'm playing Rainbow Six right now, aren't I? I'll fix that in a second. Thank you. Um, thank you. Um, guys, I was gonna say, Super Nintendo games were like super hard to beat, and I think that
Oh,
was the problem, like a big problem.
I do like it though.
You, d-
I
I
do
mean,
like it though.
listen, I did beat some stuff. I did beat game, but like some I kind of find myself like I still can't beat. And my sister's really the person that like really plays Super Nintendo. That's kind of her thing, and she's really good. But like there's games that we can't beat. I don't
Did you
understand.
ever play like NES, like Nintendo, original
Yes,
Nintendo?
yeah, and I thought that was
Okay.
easier.
For real?
Like for
Do you
real,
think
like
so?
I swear, I'm telling you, I thought that was easy. Do you the game what was it? It was Busby. I think
Oh,
it was.
Butsy.
But
Is
yeah,
that the cat that can fly?
it's yeah. Okay. Um,
Yeah, I know about that one.
I
Yeah.
couldn't get past level 4, guys. Like I'm like to this day, if I play it, it's just like chaos. Like there's really no point of the game. Like there's really, and it's like you can't even maneuver without dying. It's a it's not me. I'm just gonna say that. All right, I swear by it. It's not me. It is not me. Um,
Maybe the controllers are bad. Gameplay
yeah.
is
I
bad.
mean, listen, those controllers have been ran through that you really do have to like press them. But that no, this game, it's like yeah, just the games are and people say Lion King was really hard to beat, but to me it wasn't even
Dude,
hard to beat.
what? Did you
Yeah.
beat Lion King from
Yeah.
Super Nintendo?
Yeah. Easily. That's what I don't
Dude,
understand.
what?
Yeah, that like but
That's
people
not
like
easy at all.
but like
It's
to
not
me it
easy at
was
all.
and Aladdin. Aladdin was easy too. But like
Aladdin, yeah, I can get
Aladdin
it.
was easy.
I can
But like
understand that. But
everyone
Lion King,
I
holy
did
shit.
it like at
But
multiple times. I don't know.
dude, I think I didn't pass the graveyard.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
Dude.
that game. Well, I played
Oh,
like when I was little, and even though I played Nintendo games before that were hard, like
right.
Contra and
Uh-huh.
stuff like that,
No, it's
and I
like
beat them. But when I got to Lion King, that game crushed me.
it's it's you know what I've noticed about that game? I feel like you have to get in a rhythm. Like everything that's in that game, you have to beat it like swinging on the tails of the hippos, I think it
Oh my
was.
god, that's the second part.
You
Yes.
gotta like
Oh my
get
god.
into a rhythm. And if you get out in your head, if you get out of that rhythm, you won't beat it. You won't, I'm telling you, you gotta get yourself in that rhythm or it's like it's not gonna happen for you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I totally get you
You
because
know?
I beat that stage, but god damn, it was it hard.
It's
Jesus Christ.
It's definitely not easy whatsoever. What is so ever, it is not. I'm telling you. But like today games, yeah, they just are like not that.
They are a breeze.
Yeah, they're a
Today,
breeze. They're a breeze.
dude, so easy.
So easy.
Compared to what we were, playing
Yeah,
before, dude, now it's just like
yeah.
brain dead.
It literally is. And speaking of brain dead games, we have
Let's
Xbox.
go.
Let's go, right? Xbox will hold a 3 video game showcases this June, including a Starfield stream. So June 11th will be the first showcase. We're gonna get supposedly word on the street is we're gonna get a Senua Saga update, which I have no idea what that is.
Mm-mm.
No, chat, let us know.
Nope.
We're gonna get an update. I guess the showcase will be focused on new surprises and first looks from their internal studios and many creative partners around the world is how they've put it.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. So from June 11th to June 13th, it'll end on a Tuesday, 10 a.m. Xbox Game Showcase Extended will take place. The show is intended to give longer looks and deep dives into some of the games briefly seen in the previous showcase. So like we don't really know too much. So on June 11th will be the first. Then I think the 2 days after will be explaining what those were. And they're gonna have some
Hmm.
exclusive announcements.
So it's gonna be the videos first, and then they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna make like a conference.
I think so. I'm not really sure. I think the showcase maybe one is to get people engaged, like maybe keep it vague. So then people can stay around further. Because I feel like if they put all the goodies in the first part of the showcase, then no one's gonna stick around.
I mean, that's June 11 is that E3, right?
It was supposed to be,
Basically.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's their
So
yeah.
it's the time when companies go, even if there's no E3,
Yeah.
they're gonna be showing stuff.
Yeah. Everyone but PlayStation.
Yeah, because PlayStation are such
Yeah.
douche. Man, they're holding back
Holding
too
back.
much.
Really though.
Yes, but really, for me, I think like Xbox needed like a lot.
They're
They need to
struggling.
show people. They need to show people why they need to get an Xbox.
Literally.
You understand?
Literally.
So people are really mad.
You know what's crazy is that Xbox consoles are not even a bad console, but their marketing is bad.
It's like I have an Xbox right there, like a Xbox Series X.
Uh,
Yes, like the one there,
right?
small,
It's a good
small
one.
white box. And I think it's okay for
Yeah.
me. Just
Yeah.
you know,
They've
but
yeah.
really in this generation they have been holding back so much. They haven't launched like a really hard hitting game yet for their next console. You
Right.
know, a part of Flying Simulator.
Right. Right.
And
Literally. Yeah.
yeah, you remember that we
Yeah.
spoke about that, I
Yep.
think
We
so.
sure did. We sure did. Literally. Yeah.
And so they don't have a heavy hitter.
They don't. They
At
don't.
least I don't think I have heard of a heavy hitter. Xbox fans were waiting for Redfall
You're right.
to to be this heavy hitter, and it wasn't.
That's it. Right.
People were people were mad. People were
Literally.
mad about it.
It
So
yeah.
I don't know what is going on about that now with the Bethesda thing. People don't want to keep waiting,
I know.
right?
It's just, I think their marketing needs to be overhauled. I mean, their marketing is terrible. And they also need a team dedicated to like reaching out to studios or like finding an indie studio that could potentially be turned into a big game. You know,
Definitely.
they got to find
Yeah.
something because like so many big games started out so crappy. Okay. Like with just an idea and then it got turned into like a beautiful masterpiece. They need to find
Yeah.
that and make it an exclusive so that gives people a reason to buy their console.
Of course. Do you know about the game that is called? How was it called? That game? It's made by a Chinese person. It was made by one person only. It
Really?
looks like a lot like Final Fantasy 15,
Okay.
and Sony saw that guy making that game, and they went ahead of everyone and contracted the guy and
See?
said, "Look, yeah, I want that game on platform. I
That's
wanna,
it.
I wanna make that exclusive for me,
Yeah.
please." And
That's
they
it.
gave him the tools and stuff like that. They gave him a contract, money, and now that game is for PlayStation. Let me try and remember the name.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we keep talking,
Yeah, no
but you
problem.
know,
That's
but yeah, look for that. It's amazing.
that's PlayStation get I mean Sony has been I mean Sony isn't just, video games. They get it. They're like a whole monopoly of a corporation, so they understand how marketing and how to get people like if you want to come on board then you can only sign with us. They get
It's
that.
called Lost Soul Aside. Sorry,
Oh, what is it called?
Lost Soul Aside.
Lost Souls. Okay.
Lost Soul Aside. Yeah,
Lost
check
Souls
that out.
aside. I'm going to check that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that the thing about Sony, or
Yeah.
the different thing about Sony and Microsoft versus Microsoft, is that Sony is focusing a lot on their gaming counterpart
Yeah.
versus Microsoft, that it's such a big company
Right.
that for me Xbox is just like you know like a side mission, like it's like
True.
it's not important for them
That is
at
so
all.
true.
But you understand? Like
I
Sony is a big
totally.
thing.
It
PlayStation
is.
is a big thing for Sony.
It is.
But for Microsoft, Xbox is like a side project,
It
you
is.
know?
I mean,
So
PCs
I
are
don't
their thing.
yeah, yeah, and they have like all these programs, like Word and Windows and all
Yeah.
that shit that
Which
they
we
make
love.
a lot of money. Yeah, and they make a lot of money with that. So Xbox is just like a side project for them,
Yep.
like a side thing. And PlayStation is like, no, this is not a side thing for us. This is like or a big deal for a company,
Yeah.
and we can mess this up.
Yeah. Exactly. That is
So
exactly it. And it's sad. Josh says it's sad, but the market is the biggest selling point. If you can't do that without promoting it, exactly. Like they need to find it. Yeah, you can tell that. I think Microsoft, and I know it'll never happen, but if they sold Xbox or like split it with somebody, had somebody come, they split it like 51-50, so they technically still own the rights. Or no, sorry, 51-49. To they technically own the rights, then I think if other people were to take control, because like you said, Microsoft, this is a side project and it shows that it's treated as such.
such, yes, and I believe this is my opinion,
Yeah,
right? But I believe eventually Microsoft will forfeit
I think so.
the race, and they will keep on by being just the Game Pass service.
Right.
That's
Absolutely.
what that's what I think is gonna be happening for them if they keep failing or trying to attract people
Absolutely.
with their services.
Yep. It's what it is.
Maybe.
I mean, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. One day they're going to learn because right now it's like they keep going under and under, and it's like eventually you have to do something major.
And it's
Um,
so weird
it is weird.
because because they have such deep pockets,
Yeah.
and I don't know how they have been getting third place every time.
Yeah. Every
And
time.
it's
Every
I
time.
mean
And you know what? I mean, honestly, to me, I don't think Xbox has been great since the original dropped. Like the OG OG.
the OG drop, and it had such great games like DOA,
I
Ninja
love the. I
Gaiden.
still play that. I love the original Xbox.
Ninja Gaiden was an exclusive game for the original Xbox, I think.
Yes, it was, and I think so was
And that game was
Conquer.
it was fucking amazing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I mean,
also Halo and Halo 2, which
yeah,
I will say I'm not a fan of Halo,
yeah. I'm not
but
either.
I do recognize the pull about it.
Right,
You understand?
right.
Like I know it's Halo is such a big
Yeah,
franchise.
absolutely. Absolutely. Josh, your favorite Xbox game was Simpsons. Yeah, I gotta say, guys, mine was Conquer. Does anyone even know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Conquer, of
Yeah,
course.
that was my favorite game. Like
Wasn't that like it was Xbox or it
Xbox.
was Nintendo 64? I don't remember.
I don't
What?
remember, but I
It was
know.
Xbox, right?
I think it was just Xbox at that time.
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
And that was my favorite. And the only reason I got a 360 because I still think that the 360 had so many problems that I wasn't interested. You know, the red ring of death, like it
Oh
started
my
from
God, yes. Oh my
360
God.
on was their downfall.
2006.
Yeah, it literally. And the only reason I bought a 360 was because Splinter Cell, um, Conviction, I think it was that one. One was exclusively on Xbox. So see, like my
Yeah.
point is, even though it was a shitty console in my opinion, the only reason I got it was because of this one game. And if they just stuck with that exclusivity, then
It's the
you know,
games that sells the consoles.
yeah, it's the
It's the game.
games.
It's that simple.
That's it.
If you have amazing games that are only playable on that console, you're gonna get the sales.
That's it.
It's that simple.
It's that
I
simple.
don't know
It's like
what's going on.
why aren't they grasping? I don't get it. I
They
don't get
think that
it.
the market
Yeah.
has changed,
Yeah.
but it really hasn't.
I know. And that's the thing. I got to give it to PlayStation because they get it. They get it. They keep it
They're
simple.
trying to catch up now because the social media people are
Right.
trying to pressure them into getting into all this fad with the Game Pass, and you need to compete with Game Pass, but they don't really. They have been winning without having a freaking Game Pass because
Exactly.
they are delivering games. That's
Exactly.
all people want.
They're just not getting it. Like if we wanted a like I don't get it. Yeah, I think they need a whole overhaul of whatever marketing down to whoever it is that reaches out to these studios to make games only for Xbox. Like honestly, that's what we need. Conquer started on Game Boy Color. See, it started there. Yeah. I think there's they had multiple ones. It wasn't just the one.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
think there were two
There
games
was
about that.
two game and the
It
second
was
was the
Bad Day for something for I don't
yes.
know what day for something like that.
Yes, it was they had or like Conquer. Oh my god, there's a few of them. But you're right. It did start way back in the day. I'm going to find that right now. Actually, I'm going
And
to find that.
that's Rare, right? Rare were the ones doing it,
I know,
the developer.
right?
I love it. Rare, man.
Rare.
Rare was a freaking kick-ass developer back in
Literally.
the day,
Literally.
dude.
There it is. It was Conquer Live and Reloaded. So it wasn't the first one. It was like the second one, I guess you want to call this. I don't really
Okay.
remember. But yeah, that one was on Xbox. But the original was in he was made by the same development team that partnered with Nintendo for Donkey Kong. Ah, I did
Yeah,
not know that. I actually did not know that.
yeah.
That
Rare
explains
make
all the
Donkey Kong.
animals. You know
Mm-hmm.
what? I actually okay. So I don't really care for Donkey Kong. I beat it again. I beat it, but like, um, but I never cared for Donkey Kong either. What's that
Okay,
one?
okay. I won't mind, but answer me this.
Okay.
At least Donkey Kong Country from the
Yeah,
SNES,
yeah. That's the
and
one. Yeah, that's it.
but at least you played that.
Oh, I beat it. Oh, many times.
Okay,
Oh
okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah. I
You're
also
forgiven.
yeah no. I just don't care for him. He's just like I don't think he added any. That's just my opinion. I just don't think.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I don't
I'm
know.
just messing with you.
No, you're good. I mean, listen, there's like, yeah, everything that has been Donkey Kong, I just like don't care for. I don't know. I'd rather have Conquer. I mean, it was squirrels and bears killing each other. Like, can you get a better game?
I mean, Conquer is just another thing. You know,
Yeah,
it's like
it's
a
just
whole different thing.
like if Donkey
I think it's
Kong,
mature too.
if
You know,
it
it's
is,
like
oh yeah, it's pretty.
for a whole
Yeah,
new public. You
yeah,
know.
oh yeah. If Donkey Kong mimicked anything that Conquer did, then I would be in all in. But it wasn't. It was like the
Did you play like the Donkey Kong 64? Did you play
oh,
that
I
one?
played them all. I've literally played them all, but I've never cared for him. I just played him because I had
Okay,
him. Yeah.
okay, that's fair.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was just like I don't know. It just didn't hit the way Mario. Like I said, guys, I'm a ride or die for Mario. Oh, you watched an extensive documentary on it. That makes sense on Rare. Got you. Okay. See, I mean, guys, if you never played Conquer, it was like squirrels. You got to get that Xbox Live. You were gonna play multiplayer because Xbox Live was just the biggest thing back then. You had the
Hmm.
squirrels, teddy bears slaughtering one another. If that doesn't
As a
sound
matter
like
of,
a game,
as a matter of fact, one of the things I have on my new Xbox
oh yeah,
is because I wanted to play the rare collection that they have
yeah.
in there. So I bought the rare collection, and I have
See,
Conquer and Banjo Kazooie
let's
and
go.
and all those games that were amazing on the 64.
That's cool that they
And
do that though.
yeah,
I
so
will say
that's
that
one
is cool.
reason that I have it.
If PlayStation, the one thing that they don't do that like Xbox could, especially the Xbox One, the backwards compatibility.
Oh my
Okay,
God, we need to make
we need
uh,
this for like
like a whole podcast for that one
that's it.
because I have so much shit to talk
Let's
about
do
Sony
it.
about that
Let's
one.
do that. We'll hold that. Then that hold that thought. That's a great. Okay, we'll save that
Yeah.
for the future. Save it. Save it.
I want to trash talk Sony
Yes.
so badly about
Okay.
that one.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll save that. We'll save that. Well, you know what? Save your trash talk for Porsche because I don't know if you guys know this, but for $2,500, if you're interested and if anyone's got the money for this, you can buy a Porsche gaming chair. And this Porsche gaming chair comes with 5D armrest, which can rotate 360 degrees. It's 5 feet tall, 59 pounds, and the backrest sits 37 inches above its seat and can hold up to 330 pounds. It's obviously designed after Porsche Motorsport vehicles, and it looks like a luxurious car seat, of which we have here for you guys. Here it is. This is the Porsche gaming chair. It literally just looks like your standard gaming chair with just like a Porsche logo
Symbol?
stitched into
Oh
it.
my God.
Um, and that is it. That is it, guys. That is it. What do you think? Would you buy? Would you if you had $2,500 to spare? Is this what you would spend it on?
Like 25K?
No, like 2,500.
Okay, okay. No, it's still like a lot.
That's a lot of money. That's
That's
a
a lot of
lot
money.
of money. That's a disgustingly amount of money.
Nope. I have this one that is not that good, but it
Okay.
cost me like a hundred
That looks
twenty.
solid. What are you talking about? That looks great.
Yeah, but even look at this.
Like
It has like a lot of sound.
you know,
But for 120,
that's
I'm
all
not
you can.
complaining.
Listen, you shouldn't complain. Imagine spending. I mean, the only thing is, it's not like it can like fly. It's this thing just has the Porsche logo stitched into it to make it look like a car seat, and people are gonna buy it. Like what? Like I don't even care if you're into cars. You'd have to like. This is a crazy price. This is a crazy
Mm,
price.
nah, I think people are too much into brands.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I think it's just absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't even care. I mean, even my favorite designer thing, which a lot of people make, I don't really care for designer clothes, but there is one designer, which was Ed Hardy. I was
It's hard.
obsessed.
Oh wow.
I was
Uh-huh.
obsessed, and I still am. So, like, for me, it's like the only thing. But if they had a seat for 2,500, no, no.
No, Ed
Um.
Hardy. Wow, that a while ago here in Puerto Rico, it got like big
Oh yeah.
for a while.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
coming. I'm
but
coming
but
too.
but it
I
was for a while, and now I don't see it that much.
Yeah, it's because so
But
the designer died. Christian Audigier had cancer, and he
oh wow,
died
okay,
many years. Like at this point, it's like many, like 8 years ago minimum. I'm talking like a while ago. So then it kind of died down, and it's still around, but it's sad because it's just not the same. So
okay, yeah, I get it. It's
you know,
just like the brand continues, but the
it's not the
inspiration about
same.
it is over.
Yeah. So he actually, the reason it was so big is he had a tattoo artist. And that's how they made all these designs. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it looks like it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I'm
looks
actually
like
wearing
tattoos.
their pants right now. Wearing their pants right. I literally don't let it go. I literally do not let it go. I love it. But it's sad though, because yeah. But my point is, no matter what it is, I mean, now if people get like Gucci or something stitched into this thing, I feel like they're gonna spend the money.
To me, brands are like pointless for
They
me.
are, no, they really are. Like I said, minus Ed Hardy, I do not care.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, exactly. Yeah, that's good. Then that's okay. You can have
You're
like a
right.
brand
Right.
that you love, and that's
Right.
okay. But I know people that buy stuff just because it's
Right.
certain brand.
Yes.
You
And you can get the
understand?
same thing at like
And
Walmart.
that's so stupid for me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look at me. I have this thing
Yeah.
that cost me like $1,000 because it
Yes.
has like this little symbol over
Yes.
here, and
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I can do I can get 1,000 things
For real though.
for that same money
I feel the
that do
same.
the same thing.
Yes, I feel the same way about
No,
cars. I feel the same way about cars. I will drive my Honda forever. I don't understand people that like drive luxurious cars. Like you can't, or like horsepower. They're like, oh my god, it has like I don't know, like
you
300
still
something
have the
horsepower.
speed limit.
Yeah, you got the speed limit. Hello. So why are you buying this?
I mean, cars. I think it's like guys love cars,
Yeah, they
and
do. That they do.
cars attract girls.
Right. But like,
So understand? It's like a thing about like showing off how much you have, how much money you have, or something like that. I guess.
right. I
You
mean, I
know.
have seen people, and this is what I really don't understand, that they live in like an apartment, okay? Or like a shoebox, right? When they could afford something nicer, but their house
Yeah.
is like, or like, not that great, but their car is like $150,000. What? Why didn't you put this money in your house or a nice apartment, a condo, something? Why is it that your house is in worse condition than your car? You're gonna live in it? I don't get it.
It happens a lot here in Puerto Rico.
Does
Don't worry,
it?
I get it. Yes,
What?
people, guys here in Puerto Rico
See,
are crazy about their cars
see,
and their sound systems and stuff like that.
that is
And when you
insane.
see their houses are like,
A
dude,
mess.
what happened here? Yes. You are you showing off that car, watching it every day like it's
Like,
your baby, but your house is like mess. You're like,
I
why?
don't get
Why?
it. I do not understand it. Edgar
I
says
mean,
he feels attacked. You're a big car guy, but you like older ones.
I mean,
I'm
old
sorry.
old cars. There are like muscle cars, dude. They're amazing. I love them, but
Okay.
I don't own them.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Honda for life. Like, I'm not switching. Like, this is it. I'm locked in. But like, it could be. Yeah, I know guys are like really into their cars. I just don't get like. I would rather be in a nicer house, or like I said, apartment, whatever it is. I would rather that than a car. Like it's
You have
funny.
to
Like,
choose between one or the other.
and I feel like many
Yours.
would choose cars.
I mean,
That's what I'm afraid of.
ask Jedgar. Ask Jedgar.
All
What
right,
he?
Edgar, what would you choose? Late '90s Lincoln Mark. What is that? 8 to build a new Ford. I have no idea. Oh, you're a mechanic by trade. Okay, so see, you're a mechanic, so you build and fixing cars. That's different. Like if you build it from the ground up, like it's like a piece of junk, and then you make it into something beautiful. You can admire that, you
No,
know?
it's like that's his whole thing. You
Yeah,
understand? It's his
that's yeah,
trade. It's like for us,
yeah.
like I love gaming, you love gaming, right?
True.
But he loves cars,
He loves cars.
and that's totally fine
Yeah,
because that's your whole team. You
yeah.
understand? You
True.
work for it. You love
Yeah.
cars. That's totally understandable.
Listen,
Yeah.
I mean that's so true. That is so true. I just if there's people out there and you have a nice car, you know, don't forget to take care of yourself is what I'm saying. Don't make your conditions worse over a vehicle. That's all. That's all. All right, guys. The
It's
next
true.
thing we have before we head on to our main discussion here is we got May games that are on sale. So I'm just gonna list them off, and if you're interested in buying them, these are what's on sale right now. We got Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. It's down $10, so it is now $60. GTA 5 was $40. You can get it now for $20. We have Red Dead Redemption 2 was $60, and now at $20 you can own that. Madden NFL 23, it is now $29 from the 60 it was previously at. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, it is now $40, marked down from 60. And the Callisto Protocol Day 1 edition on PS5 exclusively was 70. You can get that now for 50.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's really good. That's a good deal because
Wait,
that
wait, 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 wait. Callisto Protocol
yeah, it
for
just came out.
PS5.
Yeah,
What? How much? 50?
50. Yeah.
Dude, I saw that game
Yeah.
on Walmart at $20.
Oh, what? They be ripping us off. They're ripping us off. They're lying.
Dude, for real, yeah. Let me see if I can.
Sorry.
I think I took a picture because I wanted it. Let me see.
Okay. Go look. Go look.
Let me see.
All right,
50
Edgar.
bucks.
Camaro and
Anyways,
Firebird I had in high school were both picked right before they had salvage titles on. I don't even know what salvage titles are. I'm not gonna lie to you. The only thing I know about a car is turning on the ignition, you know, driving, and that is it. You do like gaming, right? But you would put in more work, right, on a car than gaming. I mean, both are expensive hobbies, but nothing like a car. I feel like.
let me see if it
Yeah,
shows.
let's see. Wait,
Let me see if it
oh
shows.
wait. Okay, I see the game, but I don't see the price mark.
Let me see.
Oh wait, there it is. Oh my God, it is. I wonder if it's because you're in Puerto Rico. Does that change anything?
I don't know. It's just not supposed to.
What? Okay, guys.
See?
You know what you can do? Um, if you can find these sale anywhere in the store, if there anyone that does price match, you can get them to price match. So maybe like on Amazon, you can tell them you get that shit for $20.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I'm thinking about getting it. So.
right? Honestly, there you go. These are the sales guys for you can get right now for these May games. This is I think they're calling it like Spring Black Friday. So that is what you can pick from that. And heading on to our main discussion. I'm so excited about this one. Love stories in video games. Does it belong there? And we're going to kind of go through if what our opinions are, the games that it's worked, the games that it hasn't worked on, all things about that. So, well, we're going to start this off. I personally don't think it has any place in gaming,
Hmm.
because I am not here to date. If you want to watch Love Story, you can watch Hallmark. There's many options, okay? But for me, while I'm playing, I'm not even thinking about love connections, okay? We're here to beat a game. We're here on a mission.
Interesting.
Especially if
Okay.
like the story is intense, like I couldn't care less. And I find games shoving it down our throats more and more, forcing us to choose this like forced love. I'm not interested. What do you think?
Wow. Okay. I'm trying to to grasp the situation, but I do disagree.
Okay, you do disagree.
Yeah, I disagree in a certain point of view. Let
Okay.
me see how can I explain. I believe that it depends on the game.
Okay. Well,
There are games.
what game would you say that it worked?
Okay, for example,
Yeah.
I will say that I play a lot of RPG games,
Ah.
and RPG games, tend to have like a lot of story, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of characters, and in those words. or in those games, you spend like a lot of time, like 70 hours
Yeah.
of developing these characters,
Right.
and they tend to have like love triangles and stuff like that. You
Right.
understand? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
so,
get it.
but they're like story based,
Hmm.
and since you have like so much time with these characters, it makes sense. You understand?
Yeah, I get
Because
it.
because it's not like a 5 hour game that is trying to push this.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah, it's 70 hour
Yes.
games playing with so much things and so many things happening in these games.
I totally get
And
that though.
so when you relate with these characters, they end up like having sense in falling in love with each other. But they make it like work because they don't force it. You
What
understand?
games are you playing compared to what I'm playing? That's what I want to
Okay.
know.
Have you ever played Persona games?
Like, give you an example.
Persona 5.
No.
No?
Oh,
Persona
Persona
5?
games. Sorry. Yeah. No, I've never played any of them.
They're basically like RPG mixed with dating simulator.
Is it?
It's basically that.
Oh
But
God,
with
that's
but,
terrible.
but it's not. But it's not. I personally hate like date simulators. I hate it.
Yeah. No, that's
But
weird.
but yes. But with Persona it works.
Okay. See,
It works.
I've
Yes.
never played it, so I can't judge based on that. Edgar says he should pull out his guitar for this. Oh my God, he has a Taylor Swift. What is that? Love story, I think. I believe that's the quote to that song. I haven't listened to Taylor Swift in like 20 years, but if I'm not mistaken, those are those lyrics. Wow. Yeah, that's how it feels like. See, I've never played Persona, but like, I shouldn't say love. I mean love like couples. I'm not talking about love like God of War, like father son. I'm not.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
That's another thing. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I,
That's a
I,
whole
I
nother thing.
get you.
Yeah,
Like making couples and stuff like that.
yeah.
I
Like,
believe.
don't.
Yeah, I believe. I can understand totally because there are games that really don't need it.
They do, like
Yeah,
I'll give an example. Like Horizon, the
yeah.
DLC, they really forced it.
Oh
Okay.
my God, dude, that you chose like the worst thing.
Well, that was my point. It's like I don't want this. I said no, so stop trying to push it. Is what I'm trying to
It's
say. No,
it's so pointless
it's so
at that point.
pointless. It's so pointless. Like we're at the end, right? A DLC is after. Like if you wanted a love story, you should have started at the beginning of the damn game.
Exactly.
Yeah, but we don't
Thank you.
want it. If I'm
You
here,
see? No,
if
it
I'm
wasn't
here,
needed.
it wasn't needed. So like what I really like, okay, so this is what I really liked about Far Cry 5 because everyone knows how much I love this game, right? Far Cry
Okay.
5, your character doesn't talk, okay? But like you make these connections with people, but like never once did you make a love connection. Never once.
Oh,
Okay?
okay.
What I really liked is like you still create these deep bonds with people in this world without it being love focused. That's what I really
Okay.
liked about it. So they didn't force it. They didn't like force you to pick something. Unlike Beyond Two Souls, which literally force you to have four endings, and three out of the four were based on. No, sorry, two out of the four were based on love that of people that you barely knew. Did you know that? You ever play that game?
I
Okay.
know the game, but I
Yeah.
never played.
Yeah. Literally,
But
you get to choose four endings, and half they just the whole time in the game, I was like, please leave me alone. Like the whole time. That's how I found myself in the game. It was like, here, take this love story. Oh, take this one. This one's gonna work. Like, no. Like, oh my God. No, I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want love at all. Like
at all, just
at all. I want hatred. I want people taking each other down. That's what we want.
I mean, yeah, but I get it. I totally get it. But there's some I believe that like it has its space
Yeah.
depending on what you're playing.
Right.
But it's all about the Western
Yeah,
developers.
it is.
For me, it's all about the Western developers that
Yeah,
they don't know how to handle these situations.
it's true. It's true. Have you
They,
ever?
they basically like shove like all these relationships like
Yeah,
suddenly, and you don't spend time with these characters or
Right.
developing, like affection for the characters and stuff like that. So when it happens, you don't care. You don't give a
Right.
fuck about it.
Right. I
So
mean, that's exactly like okay, I never played Final Fantasy Edgar, so I can't actually speak on that. But if it needed the love story, like I can't speak on that. I'd just
most
say
of the Final Fantasy games has a love
love.
story because it, some of them it's really important.
It's really important. Okay,
Yeah.
see, if it's I guess if it's but I've never really played a game that it was like needed. I guess the games that I play are usually not anything like Final Fantasy.
No, and those games like it's not like they're like showing you all the time like they're together
Right.
and that it's like mellow. I don't know how to explain it.
It's
You
like
know they're interested in each other,
yeah.
but you don't see it in your face like, oh my god, I love it
Yeah.
so much,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's not like that. You
Right.
know based on their actions that they're in love with each other and
Yeah.
how they treat each other, but it's not like they're telling you all the time or they're kissing all the time or stuff like that.
True.
It's not that.
Right.
It's just that you as a player during their adventure, they're in love. You
True.
know,
True. And
it,
that's
it,
it is true. And that's why I'm kind of worried that GTA though the next one is going to be based on if you romantically get involved with like your there's three or two stories that they're following and it said that heist and stuff can turn out differently if you're not romantically involved. So it's like another form of forcing these relationships just to get the better outcome. And a part of me also
yeah.
thinks like, why are they so focused on dating in games? Like that's not, it just shouldn't be the focus. Like people need to go outside. Stop trying to
They
simulate
need to go
this.
outside, yes, but
You know?
that's the thing about gamers, I
Yeah,
guess.
they don't go outside.
Like they don't go outside.
Yeah, I don't really go
And
outside either, but I'm not gonna find dating like the same way I don't watch rom-coms, like romantic comedies, is because these
yeah,
are all fantasy. And I'm just
yeah,
worried
yeah.
that people think like falling in love in gaming is how it works in real life, but that's not it.
No,
Like
I
I'm worried.
mean, it's like gamers are a different thing.
They
It's
are.
it's too much. It's too much
It's
to
too
get
much.
in there.
Yeah.
But when we are talking about like force in these
Yeah.
relationships or force in this dating thing
Yeah.
in games, maybe it's to try to appeal to certain population.
Maybe. Maybe. I just like if I'm sitting here in a game of like slaughter, I just don't think that we need love. Like I think we're too far gone. It's not gonna soften up. Um, you know? Oh
So
no.
maybe they're thinking like that. I don't know. I
Maybe.
really don't understand what their developers are trying to convey
No
here.
idea. But like you're right, Edgar, in Fallout, it's open ended and it really doesn't fit. It's very true. Um oh, I don't know what happened. That is very, very true. That's you can play the entire game without triggering it. Yeah. So like decision gaming, like I said, if it's decision like for me, Heavy Rain, one of my favorite games. Okay. But like that love story, like if you choose it, it was important to the gameplay, but it wasn't forced. Like you could have taken that avenue to not go that route. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. But I kind of feel like now it's just getting like fall in love with this person. Like you feel it right away. And the moment I have any sense of like they're trying to force this connection, it just turns me off from a game so quick. So
I,
quick.
I believe like I get your point, but I believe like it's just the way the developers handle
Yeah,
the
and that's
situation.
just why I think that's where I think where I think love stories are actually most beautiful in horror movies. I do because it's like you have all this scary and horror, and then there's it's something so beautiful about having a love story intertwined with that. And I kind of wish that there would be like a horror game focused on that. I mean, look at like, but like I said, this is like father daughter, right? Last of Us. It's basically like a horror world terrible, but like the love for each other is what keeps them going. You know what I mean? That's beautiful. But
Yeah, because bad moments
Right.
make strong bonds. You
Right.
understand? So these people, when you are passing through a horrible situation like in a
Yeah.
horror movie, those
That's
people
what I'm
will
saying.
end up like,
Yeah, they're in it for life.
super together. Yeah.
Right. But when
So
I'm playing a game of just like slaughtering people and enemies, like let me just do my thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's because
Let me just do my thing. I don't need an,
yes,
you
yeah,
know, I don't need a friend. I don't need, we're just gonna play our game. We're just gonna play a game. I guess also like, yeah, I think that's why I really liked Splinter Cell. I really, really loved Splinter Cell for that reason. Like it was never, I didn't really like when they added co-op bullshit to it. It was just this guy doing his job. We didn't have any extra. There was no love story. It was just the game. You know?
yeah, yeah. I get it, but I think it's like I think it's the kind of games that you're playing.
I think so. See, I
The-
think because we
be-
play
be-
two wildly different categories, it's making a difference.
Because for example, in Splinter Cell, you're like this spy.
Yeah,
You're not supposed to be like hanging around with women and stuff like that.
right.
You're there to kill
But
people.
today, if it was
That
made today, he would
it
have
was
a love story. If he was made today, he would have a love
probably.
story. See, that's the thing. It's like, I, like they would have. I just don't care. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't care about these things. Like, I don't care where these characters come from. I don't care about their background. I'm here to play a game. Like,
Yeah, but
I don't
because
care.
you're there to play the game for a
Yeah,
simple story. It's like watching an action movie.
exactly.
You're not there for the plot.
I'm
You're
not
there for the
here.
action.
That's and I've seen so
Look,
many terrible action movies because I think they're great because like I just love the mindless like beating each other. I love that.
it's just an action movie.
That's
That's
it,
okay.
right?
That's okay. You have your purpose in there.
That's
You
it.
understand?
But I feel like
But mhm.
it's just like today's world, they are like giving too much background to these characters. Like anyone you play, it's like here's a list of their background of like journals you pick up along your world. Here's back like I'm not here to get to know these people. We're here to play them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I
Like,
can agree.
you
I
know,
can agree to a certain point
yeah, like
because mhm.
and I'm trying to think like if I think that if characters are becoming too much with the backstory, I miss the vagueness. Our imagination is supposed to run wild with these things. This is a form of entertainment, right? Media. It's not supposed to be written out. I don't want the character script written out for me. I would like to like think. You use your mind. You read books because your mind imagines it, right?
Yeah,
And I think with how scripted, like giving backstories and like every little detail's written out, we're losing that creativity and losing our imagination with it.
yeah, yeah. I can see it. Remember that these developers are making games for a whole new generation,
Yeah.
and these kids of today, they barely use their brains.
Yeah. Right. No,
So
Lou.
they need to get they have to give them everything on a silver plate. Understand?
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
it has to be more chew it down, I
Absolutely.
guess.
I totally
If that's
agree.
the point that you're getting to.
Yeah. I totally get
So,
it.
but I really do agree that having tragic love stories is like one of the best things.
Then
It,
I gotta play a game then. You gotta get I guess I should play this persona.
I mean,
I mean,
Persona is like I wouldn't recommend Persona right
okay.
away
Okay, you guys tell me and
because it's
I will
super
try
weary.
it and then we'll come back to this conversation to see if my mind has been changed. How's that?
But I do. Have you played like you said that you haven't played a Final Fantasy game ever?
Never.
Never.
I don't like that fantasy like I don't play
The
anything that's
setting?
yeah, anything that's like cartoonish. I don't like.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
okay. Well, can I spoil a little bit about
Go for it.
something?
I'm not gonna play ever. Yeah, go for
Okay. So okay. So in okay, spoilers
Okay,
for
spoilers,
the
guys.
for the chat for
For
the
the
chat
chat. All right, all right.
about Final Fantasy 15.
Okay.
Um, so that game has like a love story
Uh-huh.
that is super simple on the outside, but at the end of the game, you figure out that it's super deep into their story of or of the main characters. And you okay? Now it's the spoiler.
Okay.
The main character, Noctis,
Uh,
in the end, he has to die
okay.
to reunite with his love.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's the only way that he's gonna be seeing her again, and
Okay.
it's super cool. It's tragic, but it's super cool, and I think it's a good love story in there. So
Okay.
that's
See,
what I'm trying to convey.
and that's probably because I've never played. So, like I said, I think our gaming backgrounds are so different that it's it shaped our perception. Edgar, I've never played StarCraft. Um, so you
No,
said that
haven't
there's an
ever.
interesting arc in StarCraft or StarCraft 2 pushing a love story between two, and it feels forced. Yeah, anything that feels forced is really, and I feel like with all the games that I've played, it's not this natural progression. It's like forced. It's like, here, choose to be with this guy. Here, choose to be with this person. Like, that's what bothers me. So that's why I really liked another one, Detroit, Become Human. Like, you could have chosen that route if you wanted. You didn't need to. Just like at least give us the choice. But like, I feel like now our choices are limited, and it's just like forcing love. Rather, it's just taking away from like the game. All right. It's true. The game's called Final Fantasy and its 15th iteration. Yeah, it'll never be
But here
final.
we are.
It'll never be
Nope.
final.
And 16 is coming out, so.
Yeah, it won't happen. It won't happen. But like, yeah, like I said,
But
it's like
Jagar said something important. Persona games has
the
the
music.
best music.
Does it?
Yes, yes.
I've
Music is
honestly,
amazing, amazing. Love it.
do they make their own?
Yeah,
Okay, they did. Okay, I'll check out the soundtrack. I do love music in games. I'm not gonna lie. That is
Persona
a big
4
deal.
and Persona 5. Check their
Okay.
soundtrack.
Okay,
You're
okay.
gonna love it.
That I will. That I will. But yeah, but like Love Star, I just think the impact of it is like we're just you blindly adding it. Like you said, there's just so much like background. I just don't care if I think all characters should just be like asexual, like as in not thinking about these things. As in not gay, not straight. We're not thinking love at all. That's what I feel. Let's just play this game. And that's like I said, like things with Far Cry or Division, your character doesn't talk. So therefore it's like great. So like your character could now be whatever the hell you want it to be. So if you want
You
him,
play a lot of first person, right?
yes, a lot of first person like shooters,
Yeah.
basically. That's everything I play is like Slaughter is like, you're shooting like everything. That's what I'm saying. That's what I really like. Like the characters that don't talk like this, like think of Elden Ring. Imagine if they wrote out every single one of those characters how they are, but the point is like you take on these characters, so you should make their background. You should make who they are.
Basically, the lore in the Souls games is all super profound, but you need to make it
Right.
make it out by yourself.
Yeah.
It's not like the game is
That's what
pushing
I
you all
love.
this lore and all these
Yes.
things.
And that's
You
what I
just
really like.
need to connect the dots if you want to. But you can play the game, the complete game, and you will never know about the lore if you don't want to.
And that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Like seriously, like I just think I just think now it's just like you shouldn't have backgrounds to these people. I don't care who they are or they come from. Like if you're taking on these characters, right? You can make it however you want it to be. But I feel like that part is taken away.
I
It's
mean,
forced love.
it, in the genres that you're into, it definitely should be like that.
Yeah, and I
You get
think
the thing? I totally agree because those games mostly don't give you space
they
to
don't.
develop that correctly.
Right.
So trying to push that during those sections or during those genres, it's a little bit hard. Talking about your main point, like love stories and stuff like that. Why do you have to put those things on a basketball game
That's what I'm
or
saying. It's
a
just sports. It's just
war
sports.
game?
Yeah,
Like, dude, it's just like pointless, you know.
it's
In that
pointless,
sense, you
especially
know,
in like
it
basketball.
doesn't have a space.
It doesn't.
It doesn't have a space.
Like especially like in a sporting game, like what while you're skating or like on the ice, someone or like playing on the court, you're gonna just what tell everyone. Like I don't understand the point of it. Maybe I like
There's none.
see this
There's
is
no
like
point.
it's getting too much. Now we're getting to the point where it's like in Cyberpunk, I don't even think they should have made you customize like your genitals. Like it shouldn't be like that. Like they just shouldn't be. Let's just put the games as games. Games as games. We don't want love. I'm going to still reiterate that. Listen, for Horizon, and this really goes out for Horizon, stop that. Stop
They
forcing
won't. They
love.
won't.
They
They won't
stop
because
that. She's a clone.
they
First of all, she's a clone. Hello? So like who's gonna fall in love with her? No, I mean, like, let's be real, she's a clone. So like there shouldn't even be a love story. This whole point is like she's this like other entity. She's just taking down these machines. Like, let's keep it with that. Stop. You know?
they won't stop because that's like now they're trying to appeal to these um Western reviewers.
Yeah.
And if the game doesn't have like a lesbian or a gay person or a black person or a Latino or something that fits their narrative,
Yeah.
if they don't have that, they will score it lower
Yeah.
because it's not like, oh, the game doesn't have like, how is it called in Twitter, like, inclusivity.
Inclusive,
The
yeah. So then they're gonna
game.
see, and then it's like I understand why these do because then they're gonna get canceled. So they're so afraid of getting canceled that they just ruin
So
the
it's
game.
like, the game is too white.
Yeah,
4 out of 10.
yeah, yeah. They
And
actually
then,
said that about Far Cry 5.
yes,
They did. Yeah,
and then they will score it lower, and that will make, since game most of the gamers out there don't read the reviews, they just like watch the number, and after they see the number, like, if it's low, they will say, that's a crap game,
right.
and they wouldn't consider the game,
Yeah,
uh like, to be good because it has a lower number in their score,
for sure.
that an idiot gave it a lower score because
Yeah,
it doesn't have like
yeah.
the things that they wanted to have.
And
So
totally, Edgar makes a great point. Like open world FPS, right? A love story doesn't fit, but if you enjoy like the interactive telenovel of an RPG, yeah, you want to experience that. Totally. If you want to experience it, clearly there's a ton of games that I've never played that have it. Go for it. But I guess mainly my point is just like for open world, it just and like you said, FPS, it just doesn't work. Um,
exactly, yeah. It's
it has a
true. That's
time
why
and place.
and it's hard to convey on your
Yeah,
on those kind of games
yeah,
that you play. At least I totally agree with you,
yeah,
on that part. Like, loving
yeah.
love interest in first persons and stuff like that is like kind of hard to
Yeah.
implement.
And
So
if it's like a story driven game, they just have to tread lightly. Like,
yeah, yeah,
that's it. I mean, you just gotta, like, don't make it ever feel forced. And I feel like so many, because I play a lot of like story driven games too, that like, decision based making games. And I sometimes feel like in those decision based making games, they still lead you to this love story. Like, no. So I will always choose the ending that's the saddest because that to me feels the most realistic.
yeah. I think that the whole plot doesn't need to revolve around
It
that.
does, and I think that's where we're getting lost in the sauce, as they say. We're focusing too much on that. Yeah. I mean, like I said, Horizon really pissed me off with that. Really
And
pissed me off with
I
that.
pissed a lot of people about that.
Yeah, because it's like it just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. Like if it doesn't add value to the story, don't put it in.
The thing about, specifically talking about Horizon, I think it's like, it was too late
It was
to
too late.
implement.
Yeah, the DLC they
Yeah,
want to just shove that in.
it feels forced.
Yeah, it
It feels
does.
like they wanted to complete the quota.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's it.
That's it. Okay. I'm sorry, I said porque.
I know what you're
Because
saying.
um sorry, because I need to think in
Yeah, you're
Spanish and
okay. You're okay. You're
translate.
okay. You're okay.
It's so hard for me sometimes.
You're okay. Don't worry.
So
Don't
um
worry.
they need to complete the quota and they just like shove it up to people when it doesn't work in Quick Horizon because they didn't start up building that thing around the game. It's
Yeah.
just like, hey, here you go, you're a lesbian now,
Yeah.
congratulations,
Yeah. And it's just like, what? Like, huh?
take your cookie.
As she's like flirting with Aaron throughout the whole game. So it's kind of like this is what I'm talking about. It's just like confusing at this point. Like everyone
And then
thought
you
she was
see
gonna.
and then you see the people on Twitter like, oh my god, she's lesbian now,
Yeah, yeah, and these
way,
people don't even play.
like
Like, why would that add value? Why would that? She shouldn't be with anyone.
Twitter idiots. It's all
Yeah,
to deliver to them,
yeah,
and they don't even play games.
yeah. They don't.
These
It
fuckers.
is just to a point. Like, I don't care. Like, I've never played a game. You know, with the how like they're like, I feel seen. Okay, well, let's put that way. Have you ever seen a Puerto Rican take lead in a game? Have you? No,
Never.
never.
Well, if you can say, I will say like Miles Morales is Spider-Man.
Okay,
He's Puerto Rican, but he's really not. He's
okay.
New Yorican,
Ah,
and also he has to be a black man, and it's like trying to check all the
all the
boxes in
boxes, right?
there,
So there is none.
but really there's not even there has never been a Puerto Rican in the game,
And Far
and
Cry 6 kind of they should we talked about this last time, but like that should have been about either Cuba or Puerto Rico. Or like you
it
could
will
have hired
it will
Puerto
have
Rican.
been amazing,
Yeah.
like crossing around the Caribbean, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And they even if it's not made in Puerto Rico completely, but at
Right.
least a stage in Puerto
Or
Rico,
have
it would be
people
happening.
that are Puerto Rican play it cuz then how come it works for one and not the other is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And,
They they want to check
sorry.
these boxes and it's like if you're going to focus more on that and not the story, then people are just not going to play your games.
Yeah. And uh, talking about that, it's like people who say, representation matters. No, it really doesn't.
It doesn't.
I've never had the need
Never. Right.
to have a Puerto Rican in any game. It would have been cool to see one.
Yep.
Fine, if there's a Puerto Rican developer that wants to make a game
Right.
about Puerto Rico and stuff like that, amazing, good, great. But I'm not going to developers around the world and say, hey, you know what? You need to make a Puerto Rican game.
That's right.
Or, I don't need it.
You don't need
I
it.
don't need that.
You don't need it.
No.
I've never played a character and been like, it has to be female. I don't care. I
Nah,
I
I don't care.
just don't care.
Just, just let the developers make the game
That's it. Focus on the story.
based on the story that they
Yeah.
have. That's it.
And that's just now thinking about it. There's another game I really liked. I don't know if you've ever played it. Control.
I know about
You know
Control. I
about,
haven't
okay,
played it.
no love, just basic, like kicking ass. Great.
She's
Love it.
telekinetic or something like that, right?
She's like, yeah,
Or am
like
I
no, she does like she has like special powers she like unlocked in her mind. She goes to like a government agency thing where like they train people like her and then it's
okay?
all like ruined, so she has to like restore it basically. Find out what
But it's
happened to
about
her
the
brother.
mind, right?
Yeah, it's all about the mind, like mind control. Like
Okay.
she can control things and like fight by lifting things like Stranger Things, like 11, basically.
Yeah, telekinetic.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't care about female and male characters, right? You can choose whatever because we've talked about this, but like studies actually show that females choose male and then males choose female.
I haven't seen them.
Oh, you
Sorry.
never see that? Oh,
No,
yeah, studies show that,
no.
and it's because that we are who we are, so like a game is a chance to be something different. because what happens is in games you don't really mimic what happens in your real life. You escape it. So a
Yeah,
lot of the times men choose female and females choose male. So I'm
that's
not worried.
weird.
I'm
Yeah,
not worried about that. I'm just worried about like the whole like this person like the whole like I said the whole background. Like I said, it should always be vague. Your character should always be vague so you fill in those gaps. And then with like love, if you want it, there's a choice. But if you don't, then it's great to like never see it again pop up if we've had that choice. So time and place,
yeah.
for it for sure. Yeah, I don't care about characters, like I said, sexuality because I'm here to play. If I'm not here to simulate real life. That's just what it
Yeah.
is. We're
And
not.
it's most of the time it's not relevant to the
It's
story.
not relevant most of the time, right? So it's just like don't focus on that. And like you said, like with the whole Puerto Rican thing, I'm not even buying the new Assassin's Creed. It's taking place in the Middle East. No, thank you. I'm not interested. Um,
It yeah, it's true.
I'm not
Yeah.
interested. They've never
It,
made, I've never been like, oh, we need a Middle Eastern lead so I can buy it. No, I'm not buying Assassin's Creed
exactly.
because I played Valhalla and I'm lost in Valhalla like for 85 hours. I'm not doing it. It's so big. I'm not even worried about it. Like, I'm not, that's why I'm not no longer buying Assassin's Creed. Like, way
They're
too big.
longer than before, too
Yeah,
longer.
way too long for me. I used to play them, but it's way too long. I don't have time. I don't love Assassin's Creed either. I mean, I like it. I just don't love it.
My
Um,
wife loved them.
oh,
My wife
really?
loved. I don't like them
Yeah, no.
that much. I like the first one and the trilogy of Altair,
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot about the one about the Italian one. I forgot about the name.
Oh, crap. Yeah.
Anyways,
You're asking too much.
two, three, and four.
Two, three, and four.
Let's
I mean,
start.
like I said,
Yeah,
Valhalla is awesome. Don't get me wrong. It's just too damn big. Wow. That it's
my
just
wife has
lost.
stopped liking them because they went too RPG-ish.
Yeah.
They were like an action game before, and they went like going with level ups and armors and finding
Yes.
loot
Yes.
and farming,
Yes.
and she doesn't like farming at all, so
Farming
she stopped
blows. I'm
playing
not gonna
them.
lie. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. It blows.
I do like farming
Oh,
games,
dude. Oh,
but
that's you're a
but
Souls player.
but it's because like I do play like a lot of RPGs,
Yeah.
and RPGs makes you
Yeah.
farm, so I'm
So,
used to it.
no
I'm used to
thanks.
it.
Yeah, I'm with your wife on this.
but, but my wife hates it
No, I don't blame
so
her.
much.
I don't blame her. Like, I don't blame. Yeah, like I said, I'm here to just like get a mission. Give me a mission. Let me get my mission done. Move on with the good story. That's it.
I think you're more like my wife, that you
Get to the
just want to
point.
watch this story unfold.
Yes. I mean, look at okay, I will say the love story, I just remembered. I can't believe I missed this one. Uncharted needs that love story. It does. I think
Of course,
it
because
needs
it's
it.
related to the main,
Yes.
like
So it
the main
does work.
stakes
Yes.
in the game.
Yes, and it creates tension. I love their relation. It's great. So I will say that's like the one time, and it never is forced. I've never felt that has been forced
Exactly.
ever.
You know Drake is a player, and you
Yes,
know that from the beginning.
yes,
Understand?
yes.
And he meets with Elena
Yep.
in a way that is not like
Like
it was
forced. Like
like
this could
fluid.
happen. Yeah.
It was fluidity.
Yes,
They had like this great acting in
they
the
did.
game
They had great act.
that
Yeah,
it worked perfectly,
it did.
and you loved it.
Yep.
You
I
understand?
love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Uncharted. And that's like such a like that whole. I love everything about Uncharted. So, and they never
Yes, yes,
strayed
it is.
away from like who they are. They never forced anything. That's how you do it. And I think that's why it's so wild. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. You have that.
That's the ring. Yes, Big
Yeah,
Party
that's awesome. That's
Magna.
see, that's awesome. See, that's how you get it done. I think Uncharted really said. I think that's a perfect example of someone's got right. Um,
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed in the Middle East because they're checking boxes or because they're historical context. I'll let you know if this is historical
Ooh,
context. All
I
right,
believe it's yeah. I believe like
I'll
it's
let
not
you know.
checking boxes.
We'll
I don't
see.
believe like it's not checking boxes,
I'll
but
let you
you'll let
guys
me know.
know if the history is correct or not. I'll let you know.
Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah.
They always mess up on Middle Eastern thing. I mean, I'm still pissed about Aladdin, like when they made it into a like human movie, not a cartoon. It was
Ooh,
Indian. It was Indian and not Middle Eastern. So like it's just a slap in the face. It's a slap in the face. You want so like for
Disney
me,
live action is the worst thing
yeah,
ever.
Disney
I don't
is
know
like
why they
I'm not
keep
even
doing
going.
it.
I don't know
Let,
why.
let's not let's save that conversation for
Yeah,
another
let's say
time
I
too.
swear to God, like stop. Leave cartoons as cartoons. Okay, we're not gonna talk. We're talking about and they messed up
Oh
so
my
badly.
god.
So I'll let you know if there's historical context because um we'll see about that. We'll see. I would like to see like I'm just telling you with Middle Eastern culture, it's like they mess it up so badly all the time. And I will say Uncharted when they have referred, it has been accurate because they actually did talk to historians and they actually did do their homework. So,
King Hill Habibi.
yeah.
Eh,
That
Do you
means
remember that part?
Habibi actually means like sweetheart, like my love.
For real?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously. It means like yeah.
Uh,
That's
so I remember that part when did you play? I don't remember what Uncharted was. Two or three. I don't remember that he
Ooh.
says that to Drake, and he says like, "See you in hell, Habibi," and he breaks the glass, and
I
the
think oh my god,
sea
it
came
is
out,
2 or 3. It is 2 or 3.
and
I want to
that part
say
was
it's
amazing. I love
yeah.
that part.
Yeah. See, the fact that you remember that. See, you learned something.
Yeah, and I
um,
do like it. I like it even more now.
yeah, see, you like you it's like a term of endearment. But what's great, it's yeah, so that's what that means. But like I said, these games, I think historically that one has done it perfectly. We'll see what Assassin's Creed holds. I will be the judge, I guess. We'll see. Um
But I
but yeah.
believe that Assassin's Creed, like what Jedgar is talking about, like if he's checking boxes, I don't
Yeah.
believe like they are trying to check boxes
I didn't get
with
that vibe either. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't get that
exploring
vibe.
like because they just want to explore all the cool things about
Cultures.
other cultures,
Yes, I do agree with that.
So they went Italian,
Yep.
and the game, as a matter of fact, it was Middle Eastern, the first one,
It
because
was.
Altair was Middle Eastern,
Yeah, it
if I'm
was.
not
Yep.
wrong, right?
Yep.
So I don't think it's about checking boxes at
No.
least
No.
when we are talking about the cultures that they're
Right.
exploring.
Yeah, I agree with that. And hopefully there's no love in this one. We'll see. Last thing we want. The last thing we
It's
want.
gonna happen. It's
It's
gonna
gonna
happen.
happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Before we head on out, guys, I have a quote to read. Oh, before actually movies. One quick thing to know: the Five Nights at Freddy's trailer did get leaked, and I did watch it because I couldn't help myself. Right. The creator does thank the fans that didn't watch it. I am not one of them. Basically, it's kind of a lame preview. It didn't give much away, and it does appear to be like the game, almost like a copy of the game with a little bit more action. And the animatronics look awesome. They look so real. I will give him that. So October 27th, that is to be set to be released. Really nothing else until the official trailer. My only concern is that it may be too close to the game, but we shall see. I don't have high expectations for this movie. Let's just put it that way.
um, I, I don't know about
Yeah.
anything about Freddy
Five
at
Nights,
Night, so
Five Nights at Freddy. Yeah, it's a scary game. It's a scary game. And if
yeah,
the
I know what it is,
okay,
but I have never had
never.
like any remotely interest in it. I don't know why people are crazy about it.
People, I'm telling
Uh,
you, horror is a great genre. It's a great genre.
but by the way, I wanted to before
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
closing up
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
statements or the podcast,
yeah,
talking about like the main, right, like
yeah,
having love stories in
yeah.
games. Did you ever play Gears of War?
No.
Okay, Gears of War has an interesting love story
Uh,
that you should look up onto it since it's
okay,
a shooter
okay.
and it's an old shooter by now
Yeah.
because
Oh
of
yeah. Oh
the,
yeah.
so look into it and see what you and tell me later what you think about that.
Let's. Okay. You know
Ge-
what? Okay, I can do that. I can do my
Gears of
homework.
War, the story, the love story about Dominic and Maria.
Okay.
It's I think it's really implemented in a shooter, and it's a good example of how to do good love stories
But
in
see,
games.
you can only think of one about in a shooter game. See?
In a shooter game,
See?
yes,
See?
just
Because it
one.
makes a difference. It makes a difference.
So check that out,
Okay.
and also I can give you a second one that is not like a love story per se, but it has a love interest in it.
What is
Yeah,
it?
and it has to be Metal Gear.
Metal
And
Gear.
if
Okay, yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
it's Japanese though, so
That's okay. I'll be fine. Oh, I'll be fine.
so Metal Gear Snake has a love interest
Okay.
with a character called Meryl,
Okay.
and but she's just like a love interest that like they're interested in each other, but at the end of the day they never like get into it.
I like
You
that.
understand?
I like vagueness. I like
So
vagueness. I like kind of
yes,
like could it be or could it not? I like that. It gives that mystery. It's not full. I like that. Okay.
at the
Already
end
I
of the
like
day,
that.
like they never went stay together because he didn't want to hurt her feelings due to what is happening to him.
Okay. See,
So
that's
it's
real.
interesting.
See, I kind of like that realism aspect to it where not everything's this beautiful story that this is real life. I
It,
kind of like that
it,
aspect.
both of those stories are kind of tragic.
Okay.
In
But it's
so
to me that's great. I love that. I love that.
yeah,
I could just
so
have a
check that out.
morbid I could just have a morbid, sense of like love and a dark soul here. But my point
I
is
mean,
it
cold
could be
heart.
cold hearted. I mean, it could be that way. It very much could. I am a Scorpio after all. We get a bad
Just like my
reputation.
wife.
Oh, see? See, that's why we get it. So you get it. Yeah, we kind of have a dark
Yes.
sense of like reality. So my point, it could be that, but to end it,
Yeah, yeah, hot headed.
oh yeah, that's why we don't want. Listen, I think if people imagine instead of AI writing things, if everybody imagine a game. Oh my God, we should make this like a developer. It has to be indie company. We all write a piece of the story of a story that we want in a game, and somehow like one person that oversees that finds a way to culminate all these different stories in one.
Like
Yeah,
mix it together,
yeah,
like
yeah,
all these
yeah,
small.
yeah.
Okay, I mean that's pretty doable if everyone agrees on a setting.
If we all agree on a setting, they like so the developer would have to tell us the setting. And
The
imagine if
setting and main cast.
yeah,
I think that's the first
like
that like
maybe
the thing that we need to comply
yes.
everyone,
Yeah,
and then everyone can write whatever
right?
they
And
want.
I feel like it would be such a cool game. Like different characters have different experiences and then somehow they come together.
Yeah, that
See?
that would be like great
I think see?
if it's good, if it's greatly implemented.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it's a kind of a long shot, but my point is we need creativity and we're lacking it because listen, if y'all want love, go watch Hallmark. It's on there. The channel's out. Watch it every day. People aren't watching Hallmark for the content. They watch it for the love stories. But for us, we want a game for the content. I don't want a game for the love story. All right?
she,
Okay?
she hates love
I
stories.
hate love.
Okay,
I hate it.
hate it.
But we're going to end it on a nice note. All right. We got a quote from Call of Duty Modern
Yeah.
Warfare. I really like this quote. It says, reads, the healthy human mind doesn't wake up in the morning thinking this is the last day on earth, but I think that's a luxury, not a curse. To know you're close to the end is kind of a freedom. Good time to take inventory. So basically, it's a luxury not knowing like people that face war. It could be the end for them at any second. And it's a luxury but they think it's a luxury to know when you're going to die, not a curse, because that way you can really reflect compared to those that don't have time to.
Compared to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's interesting.
yeah. That's a Clancy novel, basically. But the problem is with Clancy, I love Tom Clancy and I own all his books. I've read them. The thing is, it has to be a game because all the Clancy games, though, have not been all these characters coming together. Those are his books, but it has not appeared in any of the games. It's always about one. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, I think Ghost Recon would have been really cool because you have like four. You have your character and you get the three that help. It would have been really cool to take on four of those characters with four while they go off on their own to learn more about them. Like that would have been cool. Each time you
I mean,
switch a character throughout a mission. So like one time you play a mission as like a sniper, the next one you play it like sneaking in. Like I think it would have been really cool that way.
they don't have it like that. I swear I've played a game like that before. I don't know where. Like you have this team of soldiers, and each one has
Oh
their
shit, really?
specialty, but I don't know where or when. I can't
I
remember.
don't know. Let me know. Let me know.
If I remember, I'll let you know.
Yeah, let me know. But like if I want to play a sniper because I'm not usually a sniper person, sniper elite games are always fun to me.
I've seen them, and
Yeah,
I
they're
had a
fun.
friend that played it like a lot.
Yeah,
But I
I
didn't
play.
know if I will be into it because the
Yeah,
how do you say the word?
the are you talking about the gun?
Ay, Dios
Don't
mío.
worry. Don't worry about it. Hey, you
It's
should
okay.
play that. It's a fun game. The fourth one was my favorite.
Variety.
There you go. Hey, that was good. That was really good.
I don't know if it was good or not.
That was good. That's all we need. That was really good. John, where can
Um,
people find you before we head on out?
okay. I have a Twitch page that I'm
Yes.
playing right now in Elder Ring.
Yes.
It's called Restart Gaming X.
You guys heard it?
Uh, you you can find me there. I'm not like a big guy on social media. I've never been like
Well, if you're
like
not
that
comfortable, you
into
don't
it.
have to. I won't
No, no,
force.
no.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Restart Gaming, you can find me there,
Yep.
and on Twitter you can find me as Dark1PR, and I'll be there
Yes.
anytime you want
He
to read
is.
some trolling
Yeah. Oh, that's a
tweets.
good one. He is basically. I tagged him, guys, this for today on Twitter, so you can find him there in that tag post. Talking about this podcast. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you, Edgar, for the sub. Thank you, Josh, for the sub. I appreciate all y'all. It's always fun chatting with you guys. Jonathan, thank you for joining again. We hope to
No
do this
problem at
soon.
all.
I do want to let you guys know that the next 2 Thursdays, so next 2 weeks, I will be out of town. So I'm gonna pre-record two of the episodes and they will be aired on Thursday. So the next Thursday it will be aired live on Twitch. It'll just be a pre-recorded session. And then the Thursday after, it'll be released only on Spotify and YouTube on that Thursday. Thank you guys so much for being here. Take care. We will see you guys next week.